Hey Internet, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday 22nd, today is Sunday, June 22nd, and yesterday was obviously June 21st, and June 21st is also known as Midsummer or the day of the summer solstice. And yeah, so I'd like to talk a little bit about this specific phenomenon because, well, is there anything in there? No. Because, well, the summer solstice is pretty cool. At first, I was thinking about creating a short video, a short explanation or explanatory video in Space Engine. And I started to think about, and then I realized, okay, just explaining the solstice will take about, I don't know, let's say 5 minutes of the video. And this is not really enough or I think this wouldn't be really satisfying for me if I just can make such a short video. Then I thought about, okay, I can maybe visit even some objects in the creeper build. And yeah, so I was thinking about this, but I never got a really satisfying idea. And then at some point suddenly the June 21st arrived, and yeah, I haven't created any videos. So in this case, no Space Engine video about this phenomenon because, well, as I said, there wasn't so much of a good idea, or there wasn't so much to show you in Space Engine. And yeah, but I really would love to do another Space Engine video if I have a good topic. Maybe I will just do a Space Engine video and explore, as I said, a little bit the Kuiper belt, and or maybe I can explore all the interesting belts, like the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and yeah, the Kuiper belt, and also a little bit Pluto, the no longer planet. And so in this case here, I maybe can do this at some point, but right now I wanted to talk a little bit about the summer solstice and midsummer, because I think this is really a cool thing. And yeah, you need to understand a little bit more all the reasons behind the solstice, why this is so impressive. And yeah, if you have a little bit an understanding what is going on, I personally think this thing becomes more, where's my wool? Haven't I brought some wool in over here? This is strange, but okay, I think I need also some dirt. I can... Oh no, I have just stone. I have no cobblestone in there, okay. Because when you really understand the mechanics behind Oh, I wanted to do something different at first. I wanted to place some torches so that my building site looks a little bit brighter in the nighttime site. Okay, now let's try this again. Let's try again to talk about the solstice, because I think when you have a general understanding what is going on and all the mechanics behind, this thing gets even more impressive when you're sitting down, or when you're sitting around at the evening and you see the late sunset and you think not, wow, this is a nice sunset, this is looking beautiful. No, you have also a general understanding what is going on, and this enhances the complete feeling. So in this case, even if the summer solstice is now over, I like to talk a little bit about this. Well, summer solstice is the longest day in the northern hemisphere, and yeah, this is due to the fact that we have to deal with two rotation axes. On the one hand, our Earth is orbiting around the Sun every 365 and a quarter day, and the quarter day is causing why we have every 4th year a leap year, to synchronize again our calendars with the orbit around the Sun, so that the calendar and the orbit around the Sun are almost the same. And yeah, this is just a side note, but yeah, on the one hand we are orbiting around the Sun, and on the other hand our Earth is rotating around its own axis. And so we have two rotation axes, and well, the main or the important thing is that the Earth's own rotation axis isn't directly perpendicular to the to the orbital plane around the Sun. So in this case, we are not having the same angle all the time towards the Sun. Instead, we have our axis, or the Earth's axis, is tilted by 23.5 degree, and this in return is changing over time the now I'm getting is while we are orbiting around the Sun, obviously changing the way Earth is facing towards the Sun. So at the beginning, or well, at summer solstice, the North Pole, or where the axis, the rotation axis, is pointing out of the Earth, is pointing directly towards the Sun, and at the now I'm getting distracted a little bit. Let me. Okay, and at the same time, the South Pole is pointing directly away from the Sun, and this is also resulting the phenomenon of the polar night and the midnight sun, because when the North Pole is always facing towards the Sun, then the Sun never sets, because, well, the 23.5 degree angle orbital or axis tilt of our Earth is causing this, that this is enough that our Earth is, or that the northern hemisphere of the Earth is at some latitude always facing towards the Sun, and so the Sun will never set. And this is pretty cool. On the opposite, or on the other side of the Earth, the South Pole is all the time then facing away from the Sun, and here our Earth is in the way of the sunlight, and so they experience for a certain amount of time no sunlight at all, and this is a polar night. And here, this is always caused, or this is all caused by the axis tilt, because, well, as I said, due to the fact that we are orbiting around the Sun and the axis tilt is always the same. Here, the axis tilt is then changing our the way how we are facing towards the Sun, and here in the end we have this problem. You can just see this when you are having a light bulb or something like this, and you are having some kind of ball or something, and you are holding this ball up into the air, and before the light bulb, and then you are maybe putting on two markers on top of the ball, on the bottom of the ball, and then you start rotating the thing around. Then at when you are just keeping the markers perpendicular to your rotation axis, then the sunlight is all the time, or the light of the light bulb is always at the same direction. But when you then tilt the thing so that the markers aren't anymore facing all the time at the same direction, but instead they are well, tilted by 23.5 degree, then you will recognize when you turn the thing around the light bulb that at one point the bottom part will have more exposure to the light bulb light, and maybe at some point the upper part. And here the summer solstice, as I said, is when the upper part of our ball, or of our planet, is directly facing towards the Sun, and this is pretty cool. And when you think about that, the longest day is as a result of these orbital mechanics and the axis tilt of our own Earth, then this becomes a really big and significant moment in your day or in your yearly life cycle, when you realize, okay, this is not just, okay, it's again summer. No, it is really an orbital mechanic, and it's, yeah, this, I think as I thought about this is pretty cool. And so, yeah, I think, yeah, so much I wanted to say about the thingy, the summer solstice. And yeah, what else? Of course, this is also a big moment to celebrate, especially in Scandinavia and so on. But I don't want to say so much about the celebration. But personally, myself, I enjoyed also a little bit the longest day in the year, because yesterday I went out around 9 p.m. and I went out to a beautiful spot near a forest in my region, and it was just amazing to watch the clear sky and to watch the sunset and so on. And yeah, this was pretty beautiful, and well, I was also lucky a little bit with the weather, and it's pretty nice to see, or to, oh, it's getting dark already, to recognize that yeah, this is the longest day, and I pretty much like also these period of the year in the summertime when the days are really long, because well, this is quite impressive, and for Germany it's quite nice to have sunshine around 9 p.m. Okay, as I said, I know that there are also periods or other regions when the sun never sets, and here I even was up in Norway in this time of the year, so I experienced also the, oh, a skeleton. I experienced also the midnight sun, and this is really amazing when you experience the midnight sun, and you go to bed at, I don't know, at 1 a.m. or at something like this. So you're going to bed late and you're watching out of the window when you're going to bed, and the sun is still shining. This is really impressive, and this is really cool, and I pretty much enjoyed this. But here for Germany, sunshine at 9 p.m. is also quite cool, and a quite nice thing I pretty much enjoy. So yeah, I did this yesterday. It was cool, and it was also cool because, well, it was not really silent outside, because unfortunately at 9 p.m. the World Cup game, the team of Germany against another team, I don't know against which team they played. I think it was Ghana, at least I guess so, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, this was pretty strange, because well, on the one hand it was completely silent. You even haven't seen any other people, or even the traffic was quite low, and so there wasn't so much going on. But on the other hand, you heard all the time the sound from the public viewing events somewhere around, and at the bars and at some restaurants and so on. And yeah, this was a pretty interesting atmosphere to hear everywhere the sound of the of the TVs and so on. And at some point when they achieved a goal, then everyone was cheering and so on. So it was quite interesting. But for myself, I was more interested in the silent nature, and it was pretty interesting where I sat, because at first, well, there was nothing. I was just enjoying this. And by the way, one thing I also pretty like during summertime is when you have the fields of wheat. I don't know if you have experienced something like this, but when the wheat is almost to be ready for the harvest, it's getting this yellow brownish color, and there's a pretty distinct and interesting smell. It's a little bit like well, a warm, dusty. It's hard to describe, but it's like a warm and dusty smell, and this is pretty significant and pretty great for the time. And this is especially heavy when they start harvesting the wheat, and all the dust is blowing up and so on. And yeah, this is pretty cool, or not cool, but this is one smell I always have in mind when I think about warm summer days. So yeah, this was going on yesterday, and then, well, as I said there, a short leg has screwed up my block placement. Okay, Yeah, okay. So I sat around there and then I saw something moving. So at first a cat came by and, at first she or the cat hasn't really recognized me and was a little bit surprised as I suddenly said hey hi to her or him. I don't know if the cat was of her or him. And then the cat was happy, and I just wanted to say it smiled at me, but yeah, it was happy, and so yeah. But after a short time, we separated, and yeah, later on, I saw some rabbits running around. This was also cool to watch the nature running around there. And on my way back home, around when have I left my place? I think it was around after 10 p.m. or so. I walked down back home through the forest, and suddenly I started to see some glowflies, and this was also pretty cool. Well, I have seen glowflies before, but in this forest there were so many glowflies. This was at some point I felt like in the movie Avatar when he's exploring the forest at nighttime. So this was really impressive to watch in the dark forest and to see everywhere these small yellow green dots flying around. And yeah, this was pretty cool, and I haven't seen so many glowflies at one spot. This was really cool and was pretty impressive. And here, this was a nice evening, and I pretty much enjoyed the midsummer and the summer solstice. And as I said, I was also thinking about the all the mechanics behind this. Why do we have the midsummer, and why is there a summer solstice and so on? And yeah, so this was cool. This was really cool, and yeah. So especially when you then start to think about, hey, what are the reasons behind this? And yeah, this adds really a nice feeling to it. And why I'm carrying here zombie meat around? Can I get rid of the zombie meat somehow? Yeah, so much about this. Then, this week is also, I think this problem lasts now for longer than a week, because in my kitchen I was running out of, wait one moment, the thing isn't cooking anymore. There is some, why aren't you, oh, okay, you are out of coal. This explains why you're not cooking anymore. But I don't think that the cobblestone is enough for my building project, so we need more cobblestone. I think we need to go mining some cobblestone again. What is the time? Okay, we have half a day left to go mining some cobblestone. Maybe let's watch the clock carefully, that we are not coming out in the night time. Okay, I was talking about the different problem because, I think it's already 2 weeks ago that I ran out of salt in my kitchen, and all the time I was going to the grocery store, I was thinking about, hey, remember to buy some salt, remember to buy some salt. And every time I was then back at home and I wanted to cook something and I wanted to grab some salt, I recognized, damn, you have forgotten to buy some new salt. And yeah, this is now a situation going on for over 2 weeks, and I always forget to buy some salt. I don't know, this is really strange. And yeah, I think at some point I need to remember when I'm at the grocery store to buy a new package of salt, but no, apparently not. I'm totally out of salt currently, and yeah, maybe when I go next shopping I will remember that I have to buy some salt. But yeah, this is just a side note that I'm currently failing at buying some new salt and to replenish or to refuel my salt in my kitchen. So yeah, this is one of the problems I currently have. And yeah, what else? On Friday evening I really wanted to drink some cocktails again because it was really quite a while since I was last out into a cocktail bar, and since the last time I drank some cocktails, and I really wanted to enjoy again some fruity cocktails. So on Friday I went out in the evening to a cocktail bar, and well, at first I thought, well, this is not a sports bar, so I thought, okay, there is no match of the German team, it should be okay, but no, it was not okay because, well, they had uh, a beamer set up and a lot of loudspeakers, so it was pretty loud as they watched a football game between two countries taking place in the World Cup. But yeah, I still ordered my cocktails. I enjoyed my cocktails. It was nice. I had a lot of fun, and well, while you're sitting at a bar and you're enjoying your cocktails, you're having a lot of time to also observe all the other people sitting around the bar. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is okay. The day is getting late, but I want to finish my thought and I want to finish this line. Um, I think it's a little bit strange when you see people sitting around and maybe they are out with their girlfriend or with their significant other or anything like this, and then they're not just talking or not just doing something together, but at some point they grab their cell phones and they're starting to write. I don't know. They start to write on WhatsApp or anything like this, and I don't know. I can understand when you're having your cell phone or your smartphone and you have taken some pictures and you want to show the pictures to your partner, to your conversation partner, but when you're just sitting around and you have someone to talk to, but you're using your smartphone to write to other people in a completely different direction or in a completely different location, then I don't know. I think this is a really bad habit to use your smartphone while you're having someone to talk to. And yeah, I think there are so many other things you can do instead of using your cell phone. And this is really a habit I was observing, and I thought, okay, this is not good. Or maybe I'm just a little bit from the, I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit too old school or something like this, that I say, okay, you have to talk to these people you are circulating around with and you are having fun with, and not the people that are far away. Well, you can use WhatsApp when you're alone at home, or when you're, well, in somewhere or other situation where you don't have someone to talk to. But when you're in a bar and you want to have a great time with someone else, then it's not oh, creeper. Then it's not the what is the creeper doing? The creeper is dancing. The dancing creeper. Okay, now he's approaching me, and oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we defeated the creeper. Very good. Okay, dancing creeper. Yeah, I don't know. This is not a really good thing, I guess. Or I think when you're sitting in a bar and, or when you're somewhere else and you are talking to someone, or you can talk to someone, and instead of talking you are using your smartphone or your cell phone or anything like this. I think this is really, really stupid, and I think people should stop doing something like this, because this is not good at all. Okay, what else? The only thing I wanted to talk about was, or would have been the Falcon 9 launch, because this weekend Falcon 9 launch with our Opcom satellite was scheduled, but they had all the time some problems. On Friday the thing should be launched, but then they had a technical problem, and on Sunday there was a second launch attempt, but then the weather was bad and they had some lightning strikes within the 30 minutes before the launch, and this was another scrub. So yeah, no Falcon launch talking about, and also we are running late with this episode. So in this case, I hope you like this coffee break. I hope, oh, there's a lava flow behind. Interesting. Okay, I hope you like this coffee break, and I hope you will be joining me on Wednesday when we continue our coffee break and our building process. In this case, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!